American Idol auditions in full swing here on Fox. Our region has been well represented. Jennifer Beal joins us now with more. Jennifer?
Well, guys, you know, Atlanta's American Idol auditions last week had some very memorable guests, including two girls from our area, noted on the show as the BFFs from Baxley. Take a look.
Hey, I'm Carmen Turner. I'm 19.
And I'm Lauren Sanders, and I'm 18.
And we are BFFs.
For life.
Simon and Randy.
If you let us go,
Unforgivable.
Carmen and Lauren
Need to go to Hollywood. I believe we're equally talented.
Okay, annoying.
What are you going to sing?
Annoying.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. I got a soft voice, but y'all are going to love it, okay?
Okay.
Carmen, you just need to stand away from Miss Annoying.
The infinite cone, but you sing to me over and over and over again. Where is your heart? 'Cause I don't really feel you.
Dit sisters, you know, because you're ditzy.
You could be the Ditsies.
The Dits.
This is hard.
Well, look, if it's any comfort, I would have said no to both of you.
Oh, this sucks.
Carmen, if it's any
This
consolation,
sucks.
I don't think you're going to be away from her for too long, so...
You're going to Hollywood, Carmen!
Ask for a better friend in life. I don't care what anybody says. That's lifetime friendship. You don't find that. Sorry.
All right, well, tonight I am joined by Lauren Sanders. Welcome to the show.
It's good to be here.
Now, the first thing I want to say is that we all know reality TV, there's editing and things like that, and they're not always the way they appear. One misconception you wanted to clear up first was about your IQ level, right?
Yes, I actually do have an IQ, believe it or not, is higher than 0, so I just want everybody to know that I'm not that dumb.
Well, it is entertainment. We all understand that,
Right,
of course.
right.
Now, tell me a little bit about your experience with American Idol, because a lot of people don't get to really know exactly what goes on behind the scenes, and it's a very lengthy process just to get to where you were at there.
Yes, there is so much that you have to do, like, that they don't show. Like, there's a couple of auditions that you have to do before you go on, of course. And it's just, there's a lot of stuff, like, that they tell us to do and stuff like that that...
Like the parts where you guys were acting silly, those are things that they kind of
well, me and Carmen would act
orchestrated.
like that, but yeah, some of that was not totally just us. We're not that dumb.
Tell me though, you know, being best friends though and going through a show like this, and it is tough, and then she made it and then you didn't. What does that feel like? I imagine for a lot of the people on the show that this is their dream, you know, and they go into this really, really hoping that they're going to make it. What does it feel like though? Is it really hard?
It was tough at first, but Carmen is my friend. That's not fake at all, and I'm going to be there for her no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what. I mean, I want her to do good, and I want her to prosper, and I know she'd do the same for me. So
good. Now let's move on to Simon. He's always an interesting character, and he was not exactly the nicest to either of you guys. Do you think he was putting on a show? Do you think he's maybe truly genuine at heart and a nice guy, and that was just, it's all for TV? Because that's what a lot of people seem to think.
Simon knows he loves us. We're not really annoying. He was really just saying enjoyable, enjoyable, enjoyable.
Instead of annoying, he was saying enjoyable.
Yeah, that's
gotcha.
what it was. Simon loves us.
Do you think, though, that he puts on a show that it's the whole tough guy thing is kind of a front?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Like, he could have been a lot meaner than he was, I'm sure. So he's a really nice guy, I think.
Now, next year, he is leaving the show. What's your opinion of that? Do you think that Idol is going to be the same? I mean, he really is kind of the star of the show.
No, I don't think American Idol will be the same without Simon. That's what everybody watches. That's who everybody agrees with. I mean, no matter how many he is, that's what everybody really thinks. So I don't think it will be the same at all without Simon.
Now, you guys, though, when you guys auditioned, when you initially auditioned, you auditioned in front of just a judge really fast and until you make it through and you actually get in front of the judges. But out of the people who auditioned, how many of them actually made it to this round where they were auditioning in front of the judges? I mean, you guys were two, even though you didn't make it on, you were two of probably out of thousands.
There are like 10,000 people in Atlanta, like at the Dome, the original audition, and I'm sure like maybe 100, 200 made it out of that, and then it gets narrowed down even more and more and more, and I think maybe 100 altogether, maybe 50 altogether that Simon and them saw, really. That's what I
Now tell me a little bit about your background or your singing experience. What kind of pushed you to wanting to do the Idol audition in the first place?
Well, me and Carmen went together mine and her senior year, and one of us made it and one of us didn't, and then we decided to go back again. We both made each other go, and then we pulled for each other the whole way, and we were together and together and together, and then, of course, one of us made it and one of us didn't, and we just wanted to, that's always been a dream of ours to do, and we just wanted to see what we could do with it, you know.
So what's kind of your goal in the future? Do you still want to try singing?
Yeah, but I like the comedy more. I like to entertain.
Speaking of that, let's roll a video real fast. Lauren came a little early tonight and was playing around the station with our sports anchor, Frank. There he is. And, you know, that is one of the greatest things is that you've kept your personality about you, you know, and you can make fun of yourself and be silly. You guys can be silly, and, you know, it's good to have a heart about something like this because, you know, like you said, it is tough, and, you know, it is something that you hope for, but you definitely have a good personality. I don't think you'll have any problems in the future.
The only thing to do is make fun of yourself. Everybody else is. Might as well join them.
True. Now tell me real fast, what would you say is, I guess, the biggest misconception people might have about American Idol? Something that you witnessed behind the scenes that people don't know necessarily goes on?
I think the biggest misconception is that Simon's a total jerk, and the judges are total jerks. And, I mean, yeah, to some people they could be a lot nicer, but, I mean, they're really not. They're human beings, just like us. They're down to earth.
And I know we can't talk too much about Carmen and what has happened with her since the show, obviously, but she did go on to the Hollywood rounds, and that includes a number of rounds that you have to make it through to get to the top 24 or 36. And it's going to be a few weeks before we get through all of the city auditions, before we actually see those Hollywood rounds. Ellen DeGeneres, though, is coming in.
Yes.
What do you think about her as a judge?
That's so exciting. I wish I could be there. But I'm so glad Carmen gets to meet her, and I know she'll love Carmen, and Carmen will love her, because they got the bubbly, outgoing personality. So. And
finally, a lot of people wanted to know what exactly Ellen would add to the show. What do you think Ellen will add to the show?
Personality. She's the funny one. They need a funny one, and she is. I would love her. She would love me too. We're best friends too.
All right, Lauren. Well, thank you from traveling all the way to Baxley. I know it's what, like an hour drive here? A little over an hour? Yeah. So thank you for coming on tonight and talking to us and giving us a little behind the scenes scoop on Idol. And good luck to you in the future with singing or anything you try out for.
Thank you. Thank you very much.